The 2026 BRP Tarlac LD-601 Destroyer concept stands as one of the most fascinating naval discussion topics for military enthusiasts, especially for those interested in modern amphibious warfare ships that combine transport capability with destroyer-like support functions. While the original BRP Tarlac is officially known as a landing dock vessel rather than a true guided missile destroyer, many analysts and enthusiasts use the term destroyer to describe upgraded conceptual variants equipped with stronger defensive systems, improved sensors, and expanded combat readiness. In practical terms, this means a ship that can move troops, vehicles, helicopters, and heavy equipment while also protecting itself in contested waters. That combination of transport power and battlefield utility makes the 2026 BRP Tarlac concept incredibly interesting. At first glance, the ship immediately commands attention due to its sheer size and presence. Stretching over 120 meters in length with a broad beam optimized for stability, the vessel is designed to carry significant loads while maintaining dependable performance in rough seas. Unlike sleek missile destroyers built purely for speed and combat, the BRP Tarlac's shape is more purposeful. Its hull is engineered to maximize internal cargo volume, amphibious launch operations, and deck space. This creates a ship that may look less aggressive than frontline warships, but in real-world operations can often be more valuable because of what it carries and what it enables. The hull design focuses heavily on endurance and seakeeping. In simple words, this means the ship can stay at sea for long periods while handling challenging weather conditions more comfortably than smaller vessels. For island nations and maritime forces operating across wide ocean areas, this is a major advantage. A ship that can remain active for weeks without returning to port offers strategic flexibility that smaller combatants cannot match. The BRP Tarlac can support operations far from home bases, deliver cargo to remote areas, and remain available for emergencies when needed most. Powering this massive vessel is a diesel propulsion system built for reliability and fuel efficiency. Rather than using expensive high-speed gas turbines found on some destroyers, this platform uses proven marine diesel engines that are easier to maintain and better suited for long deployments. These engines provide enough power for respectable operational speed while prioritizing range over sprint performance. That means the ship may not be the fastest vessel in a fleet, but it can travel long distances economically while carrying a full mission load. For military logistics and humanitarian missions, that matters far more than raw top speed. Estimated maximum speed remains around 16 knots, with a cruising range of thousands of nautical miles. In everyday language, this allows the ship to cross large portions of the region without constant refueling stops. Long range is especially important in Southeast Asia where naval missions often involve distant islands, extended patrol areas, and scattered maritime territories. A vessel like this can reposition quickly enough while bringing everything required for sustained operations. One of the strongest features of the BRP Tarlac LD-601 is its troop carrying capacity. The ship can transport hundreds of personnel in a single voyage, making it ideal for marine deployments, military exercises, evacuation missions, or disaster relief operations. Instead of needing several smaller ships, one vessel can move an organized force complete with equipment, supplies, and vehicles. This dramatically improves deployment efficiency and simplifies logistics planning. Vehicle transport capability is another huge advantage. Inside the ship are cargo decks designed to carry trucks, armored vehicles, engineering machines, fuel supplies, and containerized cargo. In wartime this means armored units can be landed where needed. In peacetime it means bulldozers, ambulances, generators, and relief trucks can be delivered directly to disaster-hit areas. This flexibility is where the ship becomes more than a military asset, it becomes a national emergency response tool. Perhaps the most distinctive feature is the floatable well deck at the rear section of the ship. This area can be partially flooded to launch landing craft and amphibious vehicles directly into the sea. For viewers unfamiliar with naval engineering, imagine a built-in mini harbor inside the ship. Smaller boats can exit loaded with troops, cargo, or vehicles and head straight to shore even where no proper port exists. This makes the vessel extremely useful for beach landings, island resupply, and relief efforts in areas where infrastructure has been destroyed. Above the ship sits a large flight deck capable of helicopter operations. This instantly multiplies mission effectiveness. Helicopters can scout coastlines, deliver emergency supplies, evacuate casualties, insert troops rapidly, and provide surveillance over large areas. In combat scenarios, they help extend the ship's eyes and reach far beyond the horizon. In disaster zones, they become life-saving tools able to access isolated communities cut off by roads or flooding. The hangar and aviation support spaces beneath the flight deck allow helicopters to be stored, maintained, and refueled onboard. This means the aircraft are not just visiting temporarily, they can operate as part of the ship's mission package. For a multi-role vessel, that capability is essential. When discussing the Destroyer concept version for 2026, the most talked about upgrades involve weapon systems. Traditional landing dock ships carry only light defensive weapons because their main role is transport. However, a modernized combat support version could feature a medium-caliber naval gun on the bow, remote-controlled autocannons, close-in weapon systems, machine gun mounts, and improved electronic countermeasures. Such additions would allow the ship to defend itself against fast attack boats, drones, helicopters, and certain missile threats. A forward-mounted naval gun, likely in the 76mm category, would provide both defensive and limited offensive support. This type of gun can engage surface targets, shore positions, and aerial threats depending on ammunition used. It would also be useful during escort missions or maritime security operations. Secondary autocannons mounted around the vessel improve close-range defense. These rapid-fire weapons are highly effective against small hostile boats, which are common threats in littoral waters. In modern naval warfare, swarming small craft can be dangerous, so layered defense matters greatly. The ship's radar and electronics package is another area where upgrades could transform capability. Advanced search radars would improve air and surface detection range, while combat management systems would allow faster decision-making and coordination with other fleet units. This means the ship would not operate alone blindly, it would become part of a connected naval network sharing target data, threat alerts, and mission updates in real time. Electronic warfare systems could also play a major role. These systems detect hostile radar signals, jam enemy sensors, and deploy decoys against incoming missiles. Even a large ship becomes much safer when equipped with strong defensive electronics. Command and control capability is one of the most underrated strengths of a vessel like this. Because of its size, the BRP Tarlac can host planning rooms, communication suites, intelligence stations, and coordination centers. During joint military exercises or real crises, commanders can use the ship as a floating headquarters. This allows Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine units to coordinate from one mobile command platform close to the action. Humanitarian assistance remains one of the most valuable real-world uses of the ship. In regions hit by typhoons, earthquakes, tsunamis, or volcanic events, ports may be damaged and roads destroyed. The BRP Tarlac can carry food, water, medicine, engineers, rescue teams, fuel, and temporary shelters. Helicopters and landing craft can then distribute aid where traditional transport cannot reach. This is where military hardware directly saves civilian lives. Crew accommodations are also important for long deployments. Modern berthing spaces, kitchens, medical facilities, and climate-controlled operational areas improve sustainability at sea. A tired crew reduces mission effectiveness, so comfort and efficiency are strategic factors, not luxuries. Another major selling point